I need you to repeat that in like 25 seconds. All right, okay. It is Icarus136. We have James, Sonic, Kane, Felial, and...
Wait, I'm Daddy.
Who the fuck is... Who did I miss?
Me.
Oh, Callum. I couldn't tell because the helmet.
I know it's been a while. Come on.
No, it's because the name on inside. I'm looking at the game, not the Discord.
I was.
All here for some Among Us. I was a smaller party. We are willing to play with people today, so I'm going to go ahead and add the playing with viewers tag.
Are we missing Andy?
Yeah, right now we are.
Andy, you son of a bitch. What are you
doing? So I added the playing with viewers tag. We will play with people. Anybody who cheats will be... James is going to tell you what's going to happen.
So, any cheating, any using the stream for extra information, I will personally fuck you in the ass.
And I am not held accountable for any of James' statements because he's his own individual. I will not condone any such activities, but James will get mad. There's a completely different font in the game, by the way. It like changed. It's fucking with me.
Yeah, kind of weird.
I like it.
Let's do some tasks. Boom, 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 boom. Kane and James just went past me. I actually need to go down there. This is the death zone over here, but I'll walk down anyway. It's a limited numbers lobby, so. James is doing a task. Nobody, so. Hey Nezia, welcome, welcome. Thank you for the follow. Much love. What brings you here? And how are you? Alright, what's the dealio?
Well, you'll never guess where this body was found.
Electrical.
How did you know?
It's just always the way, man.
How did you know, Cryptus?
You made me guess.
Some insider information on this.
I can basically clear Big James for this because I saw him on cams going bottom shields.
I can clear James because I know where he was before he went bottom shields.
I can clear Kane because I know where she was, so the only two people in that area would have been Daddy and Helmet.
Well, that means Daddy because I was AFK at the start listening to some Dr. Disrespect.
So I went. Let me prove my pathing here. James and Kane passed me in weapons. They both went down. I followed them, didn't see them, did my task, which was wires outside of navigation. Went down all the way into admin. Saw James there coming back from card swipe. It was already dark, so he had to pass through my model. I did card swipe. I didn't even leave admin when the body was reported. And James did see me in admin, i.e., I couldn't defend anyone.
I can approve that too, because I saw them on cams.
So we think it is who?
Helmet.
Well, it's either white or yellow, so.
Well, if it's between the two, obviously, I'm gonna have to believe it's yellow. But I haven't seen him. In fact,
well, here's my question: How did Sonic see you going towards Shields, considering there's no camera except right outside admin, and he wouldn't know which direction you went?
Oh yeah.
What are you talking about?
There's one outside of navigation.
There's one outside of nav, and there's one outside of.
Yeah, you can see all the way. You can see all the way down past that.
James was on that side. I saw him over there.
Did he go that way, or did he go from admin?
No, I went all the way down past nav.
Okay, so.
James could have killed and come back to admin, but I doubt that. I'm willing to vote Callum. I'm willing to take a shot on Callum.
Do not do this. Like, come on, it's not me.
I'm also okay with skipping it. That's what we'd rather do, but. If it's not Callum, I'm much more likely to tend towards.
I hope you die fucking horrifically, you bastard.
I really missed
I don't hear the genuine nature in your voice, Callum.
Do we want to make it fair?
You mean vote?
I don't know if we
Sonic?
50-50 this and it's like Cryptus or something.
It's not me. It's in my opinion, it's most likely Sonic, but
I'm the one that would clear James.
But I would rather not vote here. It's 4.
Okay.
I will say we bought some time since I got the chance to do a task. Wires in the upper left of calf, so I'm a little closer to finishing my tasks. Where are we all at with tasks?
So like 3 more, I think.
I have my what's it called?
Killing tasks left to do.
I did Simon Says. I did the injector thingy. The specimens. There you go. What, vial thing? What is it called?
Yeah, it's specimens. You got it.
Been a long time.
Not even close to tasks, by the way. We have no completion. Considering that there's 2 people dead, it is sad how few tasks we have.
I think I was about to get neck snapped.
By who?
By Sonic.
By me, I was a calf.
You just ran down past admin.
Yeah, from calf.
Alright, so I wasn't going to do this to get a vote. I was actually doing this because I finished tasks, and I wanted to say that now I can change my strategy here and follow somebody. Did we get any tasks done? Andy's coming, by the way, next game.
So I've still got to unlock manifolds and upload.
Where'd you download from, James?
Downloaded from electrical.
Is the dead allowed to speak in this or not?
If you're dead, you can't speak.
Okay.
Unless it's related to Andy.
No, I just meant like how many tasks I have, but if I'm dead, that's
nope,
cool.
You did. So sorry, Kane. Who'd you vote for, James?
Sonic.
All right, I'm with that. It'll be faster anyway. We'll get Andy in the game. Whether we're wrong or right, it's not really that big of a deal.
I mean, it's definitely Sonic.
Yeah, it just is, in my opinion. It's just Sonic.
Yeah.
Freak! I didn't even see you by the button. I was looking to kill you.
He knew.
It's hard to do it just one monster.
Always is, man. Always is. It'd be even harder now.
The timer is way too long for one person.
I'm not sure if.
Oh yeah, I'll turn it down. Sorry, that's a good point.
Yay! I'm black again.
30 seconds is a bit much.
Yeah, 15 is usually what I do when we have this few people. I feel like 2 imposters per person.
You turned Belial white.
Oh, it's lodged.
There's a movie quote about that in there. I've seen shit that'll turn you white.
Is it?
Alright guys, so Hey Nezzy is in the chat. If I get imposter next round, I get a sub. So let's make sure this 1 in fucking 7 chance goes my way, alright? Andy, you gotta get in this game, bruh. We also can't hear you if you're talking, Andy. Anybody else hear Andy?
Nope.
No.
No.
I see his thing on as if he's talking, but I hear nothing.
Because his name's Rainbow Toaster.
He's been told to stand by.
Always late.
God damn it, Andy.
We might have played one without him in theory.
Listeners, Cryptus molests his keyboard.
Alright. we're gonna start without him. If any of the mods see Andy in stream waiting at any point, you can drag him in regardless, even if the game's going.
Will do.
You make me a model. Dude.
Sub.
Gotta work for it.
What did you do to get it?
I'm muting now.
Propaganda.
I have to tell you in dungeon talk.
Yo, you are a person of your word. Stop looking around. Thank you for the sub, my friend. Hey, I wasn't gonna say man because I didn't know your pronouns and stuff, but I appreciate it. Now watch as I throw the game. It's hard with this many people. I'm probably giving too much time.
Oh God.
Wow.
Okay, so I just saw Sonic alive.
So here's my problem. So I saw Felial and Sonic at lights, and then the two of them left, and Sonic's dead.
That's what you did. Me and you both were at lights. I didn't see anybody.
Sonic left right after you, and Sonic's dead.
Oh, I thought that was you that left after me.
No, I never left. You and Sonic both left, Daddy.
Daddy.
I hate to say it, Daddy.
I didn't see. I saw Sonic earlier, like.
Kane, I'm pretty positive.
I'll trust you just because I know it's not me.
Wait, were y'all voting me?
Yeah, of course. You did it. I don't know what to tell you. Of course, I'm voting you.
No, I did not.
Well, it's probably Kribus.
100 bits. Let's go, Heinezia.
So
Dude, why you should never trust Kribus. I knew it was him. I tried to click the button, he turned the lights on.
Yeah, let's go. Thank you, Heinezia.
Did Kribus vent into navigation?
No, I walked. I actually never vented, not once.
See how much easier it is?
The admin table made no sense.
Oh yeah, for sure, Sonic, for sure.
Someone's gonna get fisted.
All right, super quick. I just gotta grab a pizza off my door. I'm gonna be gone for about, like, I'm gonna call it 90 seconds because I actually have to get a plate and stuff. I'm gonna leave the stream running, share stream, so you guys can still talk.
We'll be back in 2 minutes.
90 seconds.
God damn, if he would have made his speech, he would have been back 30 seconds earlier.
Right, okay, start a timer. If he's not, we leave and we make our own lobby. He's gotta join.
Yeah.
Alright, that's going right now.
True. Yeah, I agree.
I'm all for it.
James, you're in charge of making the new lobby, too.
Yeah, true. And Andy can stream it, because I'm also an Andy mod.
I'm seeing a mutiny.
While I'm doing this. Yeah, that's very true, Azzy. You can talk as much shit as you want while he's away. Keep chatting shit. It's not a problem.
You know, who's too talkative to be back in 90 seconds? He's gonna stop and talk to his girlfriend for like an extra 45
Oh.
minutes.
Oh, no.
The door was
I think he's done it in time.
What's up, Azzy?
Oh,
Damn.
oh, he's dipping.
Azzy, if you want to play with us, you can. We all have all 7 in here. Let's
Yep.
fucking do it. Hopefully there's no AFKs.
Does Azzy want to play with us?
Yeah, Azzy can play if he wants to. He said he got a Dota grind. He's been playing a lot of Dota recently, which I get. It did change somewhat. You have a high MMR, Azzy. Yeah, I saw some nice things. Alright, solid. I'm in for it. You are a very generous visitor. You can always play with us if you want to. Hey, Nezia, that would... He's getting caught.
It is Belial. He killed Cryptus in admin and then just vented in front of me because he's a bit of a melon.
Yeah,
Just going to admin too.
I'm pretty sure that's true because I'm pretty sure I saw the vent kind of open in the smoke.
I don't like unicorns.
Rip Bilal.
Yeah, well. That's kind of revenge for last.
I'm glad I didn't go into admin. I thought he was gonna kill me.
No, I didn't do that very well. First time I've been an imposter for a very long time.
You gotta vote.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, hey, Nezia, let's go! Thanks, Belial. You got me another 100 bits. Better watch out, James. Hey, Nezia is coming for your #1 slot.
Only 270 more games for him to go then.
Say,
Oh no, wait.
What about the bits?
Yeah, bits.
No, there's more.
James
than that, isn't
James is our regional champion of bits. 27,000. Oh, and 80, right? Yeah, 27,060 bits. He drops it like it's hot. I don't know why. He's so competitive. Rocket was ahead of him for a little while. Lord Rocket. And then James was like, "Oh, absolutely not," and just started throwing money down.
I was like, "Fuck that!" So I spent $100, or like however many dollars it was to keep on top.
They're crazy, both of them.
I like being on top.
Alright.
Competition.
He's not gonna donate to you, Azzy. You don't have quality content. You could start streaming now. I'm not actually against your idea. I'm being a little facetious. You know, I actually believe that everybody who plays games, if you're willing to put time and effort in, should stream. Now, if you're not willing to put time and effort in, which I'm not going to claim one way or the other, Azzy, I don't know if you would, but I know some people who kind of do it lazily. They don't have a camera, sometimes they don't even use a mic, they don't communicate with their audience, they don't even check chat, you know, stuff like that. Fair enough, hey Nezia, that's fair enough. Lol Falcon. I saw that go. Saw it. Yeah, I knew you were in Safeland, Azzy. You told me that.
Andy?
I saw an event go off in admin.
It was Andy.
Look, I'm just making sure everything's clean.
Andy,
No,
did you do an oopsie?
I know. I know he faked weapons. I know he did. Because he wiggled
Yeah, well,
a
how
bit.
did you get from watching me fake weapons over to admin so fast?
Because
I vented and you still beat me.
I watched you, and then you wiggled, and then you ran off. So I ran straight to admin, and then you appeared in there.
Yeah, if I've learned one
Well,
thing in
you
this
know,
game,
that's where
question
everybody was
Callum
at. I
Speed.
just wanted to hang out with them.
So you're saying that you're the
We're so rusty, apparently.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're so bad.
This is what happens when you guys quit for like a month.
Everyone's just popping up in front of me. I don't know what to
It's
do.
funny because I was first, Andy did say like, I'm the engineer.
Thank you, hey Nezia. I'm getting these bits like it's hot, my friends. Hopefully we can get more people, so I'm less likely to win.
True.
You guys be carrying me though. You guys spotted Andy, and you guys caught Belial when he was doing the dirty on me.
They sure spotted me, boy. They had me figured out.
I'm actually suspecting Andy might have thrown on purpose, but he also might have misclicked. I love doing O2 first because, unless I missed the fucking lever. I like doing O2 first because I find O2 to be, it's one of those tasks that, like, you get caught in a lot. Nobody will ever check in there again, unless they coincidentally see the report thing from standing in the hallway. So I find O2 to be really scary. So if I lose, I get 100. Okay, I won't try to lose, though. I have too much pride to intentionally lose. No, sorry. Whew. Oh, shoot, I gotta go. It's not worth finishing. Gotta make sure we don't die to this. I don't know how many people are dead. Alright, Kane's good. There's 4 of us at least. We haven't instantly lost. Call it a small win. I'll go up towards Kane. Falal might turn and do the dirty. Alright, there's at least 5 of us alive, unless someone just died when we walked away, so that's not too bad.
Where's it at?
The body, Daddy's body is right below the electrical.
I last saw Kane with Charybdis.
Kane, wait. James, it's James. James, no, it really is. James, alright, we're 50-50. We have 5 people. You can easily vote twice. It is James.
Well, yeah, we can 50-50 it, but I'm just saying it's you.
50-50 between who and who?
Because I'm actually in admin at the moment.
Lies and slander. I'm literally looking on admin table.
I don't believe you are because I watched you go in admin earlier.
Wait.
So I went in admin earlier, so I can't be in admin now, because you can only go in the room once during the game. Otherwise, it's illegal.
It's just unlikely that you would need to go back there.
Apart from upload.
Alright, unlike last time, where I got people to believe me because I was lying, this time I'm telling the truth. James walked through cast after me. Kane was in front of me, going into weapons.
Go towards weapons with Kane.
We were going to weapons. James was on my tail, so I went down. James looked at me and then continued into weapons.
No. I went to admin. I've already been to weapons. You've seen me at weapons beforehand. It's not a problem. Because at the start of the round, Charybdis and Kane both went towards weapons. I went to admin.
All I can say is zzz. So it's you, James.
All I can say is it's you. Don't give Charybdis the win. He's just trying to get more bits.
If I was actually the imposter and I got you voted out and the game continued, they're gonna vote me out. I would never do this.
Well, it's the same for me, isn't it? It's a two-way street.
I'm really not the imposter, guys, by the way. So this isn't like a ha-ha moment.
He is the imposter, by the way.
Well, we'll know in a second, I guess.
That's what you give for killing Daddy.
I didn't kill Daddy. I fucked Daddy.
I was trying to find your body, Sonic, and then James attacked me. I thought it was Andy.
Of course you thought it was me.
You were being mad sus.
Andy's always sus.
I'm always sus.
Andy either wins the game or vents in front of someone. There's no in between.
I mean, Helmet was probably having an anxiety attack watching me creep on Falal in the first round.
That was you?
I keep forgetting to pre-run. Uh-oh. Okay. I got my download done. I'm happy to some degree. Sometimes when the lights goes off, I like to walk up in this direction, see who's walking away from where. So now I know where Callum was. Callum was on download/trash, so I can kind of soft clear Callum. No report button came up. Callum is waiting. Weird, but alright. Okay, we got a bunch of people. That makes me a little bit more comfortable. Inspect sample is going to take a long time, which is unfortunate for me. Did I just see Andy? All right, 1, 2, 4, 7, 8. Jeez. Why does everybody walk down? This is how everybody loses games, by the way. Oh, good. Hey, Kane, where were you coming from?
I was coming from the other reactor with cams.
Naughty.
I saw Sonic go to the reactor for some reason.
Yeah, body is not in the reactor, though.
Where is the body?
Body is on top O2, and I saw Kane walking down into O2, and she was the last person coming down, meaning she's the only person who could probably be coming from there.
No, I was also running with, who was it, Helmet?
Oh, by the way, I entered the code right on the bottom O2, and then it gave me rejected, and I went to walk away because I thought I got it right, and it was like 0 out of 2. I was like, what the fuck? So I had to go back and do it again.
I was on the left side the whole time. I saw James.
I mean, I'm gonna vote Kane because it's my best sus, and there's 6, so it's completely safe.
No,
well, it's not me. Just remember this: that he's pushing it on me, and he does this when it's him.
Kane was on left side. I passed her. There's no way that I could have killed that when the reactor was going off. Or the O2 thing was going
It's not from. It's from O2. Not reactor.
No, O2. The O2 on the right map. She was on the left side. Yeah. So. Makes me say it makes me say it's Travis now.
Yeah, I know. He always pushes it on me because I'm an easy vote out.
You're not an easy vote.
Don't worry, Kane. You're not easy.
Thank you.
How so? Hey, Nezia, what do you mean?
Really, guys?
I bet she is.
50.
Tasks are getting done. So, I'll try to get myself killed. It'll clear things up for my team. Yes, perfect. Exactly what I wanted. Big mistake for him to kill me.
Well, there goes that theory.
Well, I can tell you.
Anyone see where he was lost?
It looked like Pink was camping on the button because I was too.
Yeah, I was camping because.
Oh, sorry, bud.
When with Kane being voted out, I figured.
I've been in
not my
the
jazz
area.
Sonic, did you say you were camping the bottom?
I was camping the button, Pink.
Because I didn't see you there.
No, I ran towards cams, but then I was like, you know what? I want to go wait by the button, and I passed it. I did pass Big James though.
Bob, are you Helmet?
No, I am.
Wait. Oh yeah. I did see
What was
that.
that bang?
For some reason his name is like fucking
So it's
jittery.
between James and Daddy, because I saw Falal standing on the button.
Oh, is it okay?
Or you.
No, it wasn't me.
Back up.
I can tell you that right now.
Thank you.
Well, I can tell you it isn't me right now, and I'm pretty sure Daddy could tell you it isn't him right now.
There's a big bag in your house.
Where were you?
Me?
Because
I stayed at the button for a while, saw Falal hanging around there. I went to the right, I started going back to the left. Because, you know, there was no point hanging around because Falal was going to press the button. And then the button got called. So, it was between Daddy and
I didn't see
Big
you on
James.
cams.
White.
Oh, I didn't see you anywhere on cams.
Well, you wouldn't have.
So how can you prove you've done any of this?
James, I'm trusting you. We need to vote white.
Alright, no,
Okay.
that's fucking Sonic. Don't believe in Falal.
Okay. So which one are you voting for?
White.
I am voting for yellow because
Voting white. Yeah,
I need it. It's not me.
Yeah, white.
And if you do vote for me,
Like
there you go. Good luck. Save the game.
Vote with the group.
It has to be Sonic, I think, because who would try to push on 4? It's a losing strategy for Crew. There we go. All my tasks are complete. Oh, it's James. I know it's James. Totally forgot that I knew who it was. They killed me. Totally forgot.
You guys doing anything? You're not doing anything on the cams.
I was
can't see anyone.
attempting to stop Daddy from killing Falal to put blame on me.
No, it's white.
Okay.
Now we're voting white this time.
Okay, who will be voting?
White.
No,
Okay.
because that will throw the game.
Yellow, who are you voting for?
I'm voting for white.
Well, I'm voting for yellow then because he is
White.
White. Who
desperately
are you voting for?
trying-
White?
I'm voting for yellow because he is desperately trying to push us on me when there's no
And
reason
James, who
to.
are you voting for?
White.
Don't do it, James. Don't.
Go white, man. We don't have any more emergency.
Well, I have a stronger suspicion it's white because in the round
Well,
that Charybdis was
you'd
killed,
be incorrect.
I saw Daddy and I didn't see Charybdis. And
If
we
I
were
vote
basically
yellow,
going
it's gonna be tied, and if I vote
Yeah.
white, it's over. So fuck it.
Yeah. Well, okay then, you've lost the game. Congratulations, you shit.
Well, I could have. It's either tied or we die or.
Be gentle. James, you betrayed me.
I'm sorry. Charybdis literally came into cams. He must have like missed you for like a second, and I just slaughtered him as soon as I saw him.
We went from bottom then because we were walking together at top.
No. You know, Charybdis went from the top because I saw him enter medbay on cams. And then I killed him after he left medbay and came down.
I'm glad you did. Great detective work there, Charybdis.
You looked mad sus. You should have seen what I saw.
Okay, first off, Sonic confirmed that I came from the left.
I'd like to point out that I
After I voted you.
I killed Andy about 6 seconds before you guys saw the body.
What?
I killed Andy about 6 seconds before you guys came around the corner and got to the body.
Yeah, James reported. As a side note, please everybody stop assuming that the O2 inside admin needs to be done first. Please go to the other one. Admin's closer to everywhere. So just assume that someone's an admin and pass by and do the other one first, because nobody ever goes to second oxygen. It's always nobody's there. It's literally 4 people go into admin and go, oh, someone's here. And I always end up having to go to both. So just switch your mindset and go to the oxygen that's in O2.
Now I'm gonna go to the one admin just to make you mad.
Well, that's actually a difficult game.
Good game, James.
Thank you.
Inspiring.
Oh, excuse me, that was not intended. Soda does that to me. I drink it anyway, though. It's really like low-key soda, too. It's non-caffeine.
So this is in cafeteria.
I'll note I'm the one who fixed lights and no one else is electrical with me.
I can agree to that. I did see Andy go into lights.
Reactor.
It's in
I'm
Olden story.
queuing asteroids.
Not too far from where the body is, then.
I wouldn't know because I don't. I can't see where the body is.
Hey, Unicorn. You got Matt. You wanted his crib was dead again, didn't you?
Do what?
Yeah.
You stab
got-
him with your unicorn horn.
You got a
Yes, I
vendetta.
No,
Like that.
I'm literally shooting asteroids. But if you want to vote me out, I'll just keep doing. I didn't get to finish it, but if you vote me out,
Well,
I'll get to finish.
Well,
How
let's
many-
hear where everybody else is first.
Wait, how many asteroids did you hit?
I don't know. I got like the 13 or 14. Several hit the ship. I'm
Yeah.
sure.
Name every shape of the asteroid in the game.
Yeah. Okay. Not gonna happen. Round and I don't know.
You did?
Conish.
Where
Look
was
at
everybody else?
Okay,
Where did
so-
you go?
Andy says
Round
it's
and
him.
slightly wiggly.
So
Playing with the chat wheel because
Yeah,
I've
he
nothing.
did
I
lights.
don't know.
if in doubt,
I
I'm
was in
joking.
admin and I went up and found the body in calf.
is there actually a chat wheel? Oh, cool.
Yes.
Where were you, Sonic?
And it asked me to fix lights.
Okay. Where were you, Callum?
I was with you in admin, and then I went down the bottom towards storage.
I didn't see you at all.
Don't you fucking start this again.
I didn't see him. I didn't.
Uh-oh, Callum.
Well, I did card swipe and I was terrible at it, so
15 seconds.
I'm not having this.
I guess we just skip.
Yeah. I think.
So, we're ruling out that Andy's clear because he did electrical when this was a kill.
It's very true. But you could have done it, Andy.
I mean, I guess it's technically possible.
Andy's pretty good at doing stuff like that.
Oh, well, the body is an admin.
People I've seen this round is Callum and Kane, right side. No, sorry, left side. Reactor side.
Wait, you
Yeah,
saw
Callum's
me?
being creepy and
Oh
following.
yeah,
have
and Andy,
one
and Andy,
question.
sorry, and Andy.
Did you see me this round?
I
Okay.
did. I saw you shuffling towards me when
Exactly.
I'm on admin table. I was like, stop it.
James, who are you following?
Who was I following?
Bottom.
At the bottom, I was in basically like a small conga line. Kane was in front, I was in the middle, and Callum's in the back.
Is that true, Kane? Was he with you tonight?
Sorry,
I'm talking to Kane. Kane, was he with you the whole time?
not
I
the whole
don't
time.
really remember that.
Not
Kane
the
was
whole
with
time.
us. He was-
Sonic.
He was with us when we went to the left-hand side, but other than that,
Okay.
Not the whole
He
time. no.
was following someone when I was in electrical. I was walking out. He was following someone. I wasn't sure.
Yeah,
who.
that was Kane. Kane was in front.
Wait, where did you say this was?
Uh,
body?
the body's an admin.
Okay, I just saw Andy. He fixed comms, so he was probably in the area. Why would he also knock it out and then? Oh, he probably wanted an alibi actually.
It
round
also
one, I was
Why would
clear,
you knock
right?
it out, Andy?
I'm the only one who
Are
did
you
electrical.
it depends on the
Round two,
it depends on the
I'm the
age
only
of this body, doesn't it? It depends on the age of this body.
It does. It does.
True, because Belial was in there when me and Kane were in there.
So
Remember, James, you left reactor before I did.
yes,
Excuse me.
Well, Andy could
I
have
think
killed.
Callum is there.
Andy could have killed it. Daddy could have killed it. We all could have killed it. To be fair.
I think it is possibly Daddy because he was the last one I saw in admin with us.
Mm.
However,
I was never an admin.
Was he near the first body?
I
Never
thought
an
he was still
admin.
left with us.
I was in cams, and Andy can
Yeah,
say
'cause
that.
it's near Cams.
oh
yeah,
no,
this
it must
is
have been
who was
Andy with us.
watching.
Yeah, sorry. Seems I'm mistaken.
I didn't vote.
Although
Simon.
2 people voted for that man, which is fairly confusing.
It's the two imposters.
Remember, I'm
Andy didn't say
the
anything.
only one who did lights, and I'm the only one who did comms.
You could have just gone up, killed him, and then gone down to lights. Calm down.
I will be. I didn't want to talk with my mouth full.
Thank you, lads. Second win for me.
Damon's
Woo!
calling it.
Your boy's back.
See, I told you I didn't think James was with us very long for that other round.
I killed Falal, then met you in cafeteria, and then followed you.
That's all good, Anezia, of course.
By the way, like at that last bit, my heart was beating at like fucking 900 beats per minute. That was
Well,
fucking
I don't know why Callum didn't just walk down the lights like he should have when Andy left.
The thing is, I saw him in there. I'm just like, shit. If he comes out of there now,
Yeah, but the worst part is then he didn't. He just kind of sat there. He feels like he was going to be there for an hour. See you, Anezia.
I'll be honest, I've been zoning out quite a bit recently.
I give myself some more pizza next time I die.
James!
Wow, we literally just started.
James!
I'm just fed up with being imposter. This is 4th imposter in the row.
Right, I'd like to take this opportunity to say that I am streaming now, in case somebody wants to watch my stream as well.
Oh, I'll load yours up.
Since we're doing nothing better than, you know, vote James.
I was
I mean, we
actually
could
gonna vote you
we
guys.
could vote Andy for
You
doing a
could
shameless
vote
plug
me.
of his stream.
This,
Shameless.
Something about
This
that
round brought to you
Shameless
by Raven
self-promotion.
Productions.
But also as an Andy mod, please watch both Charybdis and Uncle Andy's streams.
James, why?
I was just waiting for someone to come along so I could snap your neck in front of them.
I was examining all the asteroid shapes.
Oh.
Did any of them look like a chicken nugget?
I don't know if I'd compare them to that. One looked kind of like a heart a little bit.
got enough points to send bangs to Andy.
Oh, I think I do. No, I don't. We could just scream bang on the mic.
It's not the same.
It's not the same.
Please don't do that.
I just love watching him jump out of his own skin and just.
There's a link if you want to watch them both at the same time on the same screen.
I used to use Khadgar, but it's like, yeah.
I mean, there's only really 2 that I've used, but that one has.
Oh, you're gonna be anonymous, do bits anonymous on it, huh, you bastard.
But the multi-screen tool, you can't look at both chats at the same time. You have to pick one or the other.
Yeah. Alright, before we join real quick, I grab another piece of pizza. Might as well do it now. It's pizza time. It's pizza time.
That Burger King didn't stick with me. I mean, it has been 6 hours, I guess. Or no, 5 hours. Andy, I like the mustache.
Why, thank you.
You look very,
Refined.
Yosemite Sam.
Yosemite's. Tarnish!
You have to talk like that now the whole time.
Jump the Jehoshaphat's.
No one killed someone.
Do you know how long it took me to realize that they were putting tarnation in for swear words? And I was
I
like,
know,
why
right?
are they saying tarnation? They just trying to fit the rule.
God damn it.
It's like Foghorn Leghorn. It's like,
It's like, I didn't realise they replaced the word ass as well. Really
what did they
annoying.
replace it with?
I can't remember, but it was like Cryptus was saying, "Why do you keep sending me this word?" I'm like, oh.
The thing is, too,
Alright,
they
I'm back,
actually
guys.
put the word in the old PC.
Sorry for the delay. I'm hitting the button now. Even though I'm not in my chair.
Whole Looney Tunes thing had the word. Because it wasn't bad back then.
Tarnish.
Turn around.
I'm creamy.
Azzy, I had a couple pieces of pizza on a plate to the side here. I don't have an entire pizza box. I don't have anywhere to put it. So it's in my kitchen. So I finished the pieces of pizza that were on my plate. I went out to the kitchen and got more pizza. The worst part is that didn't count as complete task. People's like to kill me first.
Yo, so Sonic, what you been doing?
Is there a unwritten rule
I wanted to
that this has to
try
die
it.
first?
There is one unwritten rule, which
I'm
is
just
if
saying,
you keep flicking off the bloody light switches, someone's going to have to get made.
Okay, wait. Before anyone answers, Kane, Andy, Falal, and Callum, where were you?
Alright,
I was
I'm
fixing
the-
lights. Well, I was trying to fix lights.
Okay,
but
light.
Kane was
Okay,
sabotaging
that's
me.
fine.
I was
So
trying to go the
Kane was
other
also on
way
lights.
with
Andy.
it.
I'm the man that was making the cameras go inky blinky.
Wait, Andy.
Okay.
Did he get-
And
Give
Falal.
Alright, I started in the cafeteria, pulled the switch down to go empty the trash, and then went down to the bottom of storage and emptied the second switch of garbage.
Okay,
And
See you, Falcon.
so basically, almost.
I saw Charybdis go past me at one point over towards O2 when I was doing the.
Yeah, so he is dead on O2.
Okay, well I don't know who else went over there.
The only people that are over here is me and Sonic.
So from
Wait,
what
I
I
don't
watched,
I don't know.
So basically, all I'm saying is there's a small chance it could be Falal. I doubt it. It's me or Sonic. So vote one of us out.
Which
Well,
one
you've
is
been
Sonic?
imposter 1,000 times, so probability-wise.
Is
Yeah.
Sonic helmet?
He's Daddy.
Oh, dang.
I'm gonna vote Daddy.
James, because he killed Kravis the last 3 times.
Yeah, it's true.
Well, yeah.
But Flyle's killed him,
But
too.
sometimes he deserves
I
it.
killed him the first time I think the first game, or no, second game, because Brutus was in the first game.
I had 0.01 seconds about to kill you. I was like, oh man, I know you're there. I was waiting for Andy to get off cams. Like, oh, I'm gonna wait for the cams to come over here. What the fuck?
Only I get to kill Charybdis.
I still did it though.
You guys need to stop. There will be consequences.
Oh, no.
Tarnation.
You're not gonna do shit. Sorry, you're not gonna do Tarnation.
No, if I die too much, I just follow somebody. Sometimes they're imposter, but if you follow a singular person, the chances they're imposter is low.
Damn it.
Was that you again, Sonic?
Oh, that was James. He vented.
Oh wow.
You literally were just an admin with me and Charybdis, and then the lights go out, and then he's dead.
So I'm assuming from that response it is Sonic again.
I was on the last leaf.
Look,
Did you think I wasn't gonna come back up?
Okay, so from what I've devised here is if Charybdis survives for a long time, he must be imposter.
Yeah, let's all vow to kill him first, so that way we know.
I'm starting to feel bad for Charybdis.
Yeah, I'm feeling bad for him. Do you wanna I can be Protection Falcon if you want, Charybdis.
I know, he's winning me games.
Every person who's killed me is lost, so.
Wait,
Next
James
to
won
immediately.
that. James won.
That's true.
Twice.
We haven't played in a while. We stopped playing for months. Every game you need a break from once in a while, Azzy. We were playing Town of Salem instead. Which is, in my opinion, probably just a better game. But it requires a lot more thought, so a lot of people don't like it. I'm not even saying this to particular Discord, I just mean, like, in general. People like the ease of just like, oh, I kill people, like, versus like having to have a fake will as a godfather so you can convince the town that you're a bodyguard instead of, you know, whatever.
So, it's not Callum. And I'm going to say it's not me, for obvious reasons. But cams were on, then they weren't on. Checked admin table and someone was still in there, so I've gone over there and Andy's dead. That's all I
I
know.
think it's pretty
Pink.
obvious who it is, though.
It's pink.
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 Why is it obvious that I did it?
Because you came from there, because you passed us while Kane was doing gasoline.
Ooh, did they now? Because you were doing that quite some time ago.
He's gonna take Cryptus because he's still alive.
I'm going to say Pink. This is pretty sus. He's got a unicorn horn.
Yep.
Mm.
That's specious.
Yeah.
But then my next sus is Kane.
Kane was with me the whole time.
What? I was with,
Oh no, I'm just staring.
Suspicion belongs to everyone.
Just staring.
This is not a game of innocent until proven guilty. This man's clapping, so.
I was Kane's bodyguard, my military uniform.
Oh god.
He's in the Navy,
Oh, I
lad.
must play by the robot. I can go berserk.
Well, I'm the sheriff in these parts.
You're past
You-
your jurisdictions there, son.
Kane can protect himself.
Yeah, any game, Azzy, the thing is, the key is not to play it every single day, right? I don't play the game ever off stream, like literally ever. We had a mod for a while that's really sick, but not everybody likes it, and there are definitely downsides with a smaller player base. The game has been updating, so it's been getting fresh in certain like UI-based ways. It's also getting an upgrade as far as it's going to have 15-player lobbies, which might not benefit us because our groups are a little bit smaller on average, but it gives a lot of potential for the game because obviously a 15-player lobby sounds pretty ballin'.
Andy.
That is hilarious. I just came off of admin table to see his body, half of his body still standing in front of me. There were 4 people in admin. I was watching the person in O2 and the person in weapons to see if there was going to be a drive-by, and there was a drive-by at my feet.
Wait, you said there was 4 people?
There were 4 people in admin. Someone came from cafeteria and
Then
ran
there
into
was-
admin.
what-
People, is that 4 people including you?
Yes.
So I put up 5 then if they went in.
So
Yeah,
it was,
counted
it was
four.
Andy, Charybdis, and 2 others?
Well,
So
it had to have
They're
been
doing
had to
Wait,
have been
how?
Daddy as well,
Five
since he
times.
reported.
Yeah.
So it was Kane, Daddy, Andy, and I guess Charybdis walked in.
Yeah. Yeah, so that would
Okay,
be
so
before.
okay, who was the person at O2, doing leaves or whatever? Like you were
Me?
still okay. Who was the person that was at weapons and then ran down towards shields?
Me.
I'm just
Okay.
gonna.
I am
that's,
running.
That's 2 people. That's 2 people. That's out. That's not it. So we're good. All right. I was watching admin table.
Mhm.
I saw that movement happen.
Yeah.
I'd like that to be noted.
Alright,
Here-
so
here's-
wait, who was the one you said, the other one other than me that was you cleared?
I thought you
So-
said that Callum was inside admin.
Nope, never went to admin.
Sonic, you were in admin too. You didn't see who did it.
No, I was. The lights are out. I was right next to you.
All of
right.
y'all are confusing me.
Then I saw the button and clicked it as soon as it happened. The only one I couldn't see was Andy.
Because
Because
because-
Andy's numbers don't make sense because I was running down reactor hallway. So
okay,
unless there's
there were
900 people in the game.
There were 4 people in admin.
Oh, actually, yeah, that
And-
counts for Charybdis' body, sorry. Never
Yeah,
mind.
that counts for Charybdis. You couldn't see me because Charybdis and I were stacked on each other apparently.
There was
Because
Andy,
when I
Daddy,
came off-
Well, in that
Yeah,
case,
they-
you must have been able to see the killer. So
I had the admin table up.
Well, then you would have. You would. Oh,
You
5
can't-
people.
I
It's see
just
through.
brought the admin table down when this got reported.
No,
I saw
no,
the
no,
other
no.
body.
okay.
So there would have been 5 people in that room.
So okay, again, let's note the people who aren't there, like Falile
Me.
and O2.
Me.
The
Crap. Start.
A little full. I ate too much pizza, I think. Didn't sit right. Or maybe it's what I ate for lunch. I didn't eat too healthily for lunchtime. Now I feel like really uncomfortable. No more food for sure. I have a piece here, I'm not gonna touch it. It's just like something sitting like right here too. Not good. I'm just gonna put this pizza in the fridge just so I don't get tempted. I had Burger King.
So, James, where did you go?
I had Burger King for lunch. That's the problem.
So started around.
Mappy.
I went down to lights, fixed lights. I believe it was with you.
No, it was not me. Oh, no. I'm talking about the second lights out. Not the
Oh,
first.
second lights. Oh yeah, I'm talking about where I was this round. So lights, bang, done. Up to admin, card, bang, done. up to weapons, did weapons, and then running back across to do reactor after the light switchy things. Not light switchy, wires. Because I've got another wires outside cams.
You never went to storage?
I walked through storage a couple of times, yes.
No, like when the lights were out.
No.
I had 2 orders of chicken fries, a large onion ring. It was good.
See,
only after the original lights.
I'm gonna point this out. For some reason, I could actually see your name through the walls, and you actually were in storage.
After which point? Because I was in storage after the first light.
When Kane and I were in admin.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I thought I saw something with Big James too.
I more regularly eat McDonald's, but I really like chicken fries.
Let's see, I went down into storage to start off with, did the wires in there, went up, went into med bay, realised I had med scan and decided to wait for someone else to come along and do it so I could prove myself. I then went into cams and watched the vents because the lights went out the second time, and I was just sat in there watching the vents, but no one vented.
So where?
What do you think,
So James, was there anyone else in weapons with you when you were doing weapons?
Not at the time, no. When I was doing it.
Because I checked admin table really fast, and there was 2 people in weapons at a time. So someone and probably a dead pink. I'm gonna go James.
We gotta guess.
I'm gonna go James.
It's bad to vote on 4, but no, there wasn't anyone there.
What? No?
Oh god.
Look at that, stalled the game, stick together boys, let's have a really long boring one.
Yep.
I mean, Callum was near all the vents for electrical too.
Yeah, what about it, Flau? It's just chance, man. It happens to everybody once in a while. I've had like 4 imposter games in a row before, and it just happens. Oh, you call me a normie? I have a small spot at the top of my screen, like right here. Oh, is it the game? Because you wouldn't see it unless it's the game. Oh, it's the game, I guess. I mean, I'll prove that.
Oh, I'm pretty sure I just saw Sonic kill Kane.
Alright, it was James. He was behind Kane.
No, I was right next to Callum.
No.
And you were just behind me, and I saw you shift to the left and report Kane.
It's James.
Well, it's up to Callum, really, but I saw Daddy do it.
James did it, Callum. I
I'd
was with Kane the whole time.
I'd like to point out, Callum, that he also tried to suss you last round.
No, I didn't.
Dirty rat.
I didn't suss him once. See, that just proves me. That's definitely James.
Well, that doesn't prove you. You literally said, he was near vents.
Very flimsy arguments here.
Yeah, we do have very flimsy arguments, but all I'm saying is that he was right next to Kane, I was right next to you.
Here's my argument.
And Callum would have seen me shift across to Kane during the kill animation.
I was with Kane the whole game. She and I both said we saw Big James in storage.
It's so weird.
Because he killed Kyle.
No.
Yes, you lost
Only you said that.
Are you serious? No, I didn't say that.
He did say it's really good right after in Furry, to be fair.
Damn, James, you're manipulative.
Well, I'll be honest, I actually had a coin here and I just flipped it.
well, remember, Andy cleared some people at the beginning of the game, so we probably should have gone a lot based off that.
But yeah, but he didn't clear James or.
No, me and Sonic were together the whole game. Like, he would have killed me way beforehand.
Of course I didn't clear James. He was the imposter.
That's
not-
not
why-
Exactly.
I
saw Charybdis and
reason because I have definitely stuck with someone for an entire game. And
I
it's
saw
like
Charybdis and
zipped up
Andy
to the top,
stacked, so I
killed
was just
someone
like,
and came back.
oh, this is gonna be sorted.
Do you think I have that much free time, Azzy? Do you think I'm just sitting around doing nothing? I had shit to do, man. All the time. Every day. I had stuff to do. I have small, brief periods of downtime, which I use to play video games. I rarely watch anime. Last anime I've watched is Naruto. Me and my girlfriend are going back through it. Well, she's never watched it. I'm going back through Naruto because she's never seen it. So sometimes on like a weekend, we'll watch like, I don't know, like 10 episodes or something. Or more, depending. Because they're easy to digest on Netflix because you don't have to watch any commercials. They skip the intro and the outro, so you can get through an episode in like, it's crazy, like 17 minutes. So it's like, oh, 17 minutes, awesome, you can just watch the next episode. So, you know, a couple hours, you can watch like an entire season almost. Yeah. So she'd never seen it. I haven't seen every episode of Naruto. I know what happens all the way through, but like I miss some filler stuff. You know, I might not know like smaller features of things, and I forget how some stuff goes like in order. So like I forgot how early some stuff happened. I know very little because I was talking about Naruto. I got very distracted.
What about talking about Naruto?
Sonic, were the cams on the whole time that Andy was in there? What'd you see?
I saw him walk in there at first. The doors did shut, so someone was actually in cams when the thing was shut.
Who did I just pass coming out of admin?
Classic Andy venting move.
Me.
Who was me? Sound like Callum, but
Yeah, refer
Was
to
me.
yourself in the third person instead of saying.
Yes, it was Callum.
I'm just
I
checking.
believe it's not Charybdis because he did sit in admin for quite some time because I saw it on the admin table and then I decided to just follow him once he came out.
I did? What? Wait, what? No, I didn't.
James's body looks
Alright,
like
you
it
didn't
was
then.
running
Fuck
away
you,
from
there
the
goes your
gun.
alibi.
After the fiasco, after Reactor,
Now I'm sus of Callum.
when all the doors got locked, when the doors started getting unlocked, the first one to get unlocked was the top one of Reactor, and Falau went that way. Next, the door to security came unlocked, so I went to cams. I saw White leaving, I want to say admin, and heading up. And then I saw Kane and Daddy coming into security, so I followed them. I didn't see Charybdis at all. I want to say he went south from Reactor if he was there.
No, Charybdis
North.
passed me.
I passed Flyal.
Oh, okay. Well, if Falal and Charybdis both went north, there's a chance that one of them could have vented from Medbay.
I went south.
I mean, like I said, I passed Callum around admin, so
I'm gonna skip right now.
No, I met you up at Medbay.
Helmet, I did see you leaving admin, right?
Like, I know
'Cause I
there's.
saw-
Yeah, you did. Yeah.
I saw your.
So I know
pet,
there's
like, stuck in
DC
the wall.
for.
because I ended the
pretty sure I
round
would've
in
blocked
admin, I
cross
believe.
cam.
If I'm correct, I ended the round in admin. Damn, Naruto always gets me every time. I'm pretty sure I did. Yeah. Because I did. I went in to do guard. One of the only people who actually does their tasks, by the way. Does no one do their goddamn tasks around here?
Yeah, might work.
No, not really.
So I found Andy's body at the front. Is that navigation below weapons? right in the hallway where you upload, I guess, or download something.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, I will say Charybdis turned on the lights as soon as they went off. So he could have done it to put less sus on him, but I'm gonna believe him. So I think it's between Helmet and Valley.
No. Helmet and who?
You know,
Wow.
maybe I should just flip a coin for this.
So here's
Yeah,
so
we can throw another game.
You
So,
flip the coin, but if
when-
you want to throw this on me, you're incorrect. and
so
I-
who was in the back of electrical when lights went off?
Daddy and Kane.
Okay, and then once the lights were back on, who stood creeping on the
Me.
electrical panel? Callum, right?
I was on the electrical panel. I was near the light.
That was me. That was Daddy.
Because I was waiting for someone to use the vent and kill you, but they didn't. So.
He was he was creeping after Sonic. So two people were standing on vent, and Callum was creeping around the corner, standing like right where the panel is, basically. So where'd you come from, Callum?
What do you mean?
Before you were in electrical.
I came from storage.
Mm-hmm. In the direction
I
of
did
the
the
body.
wiring in storage, and then came into electrical.
I mean, I think it's Callum personally, but
I've been with you most of this fucking round.
Wait, which one's Callum again?
White. But I'm okay with skipping. I am actually fine with skipping.
Fine, I'm fine with
I just want my sus to be noted in case I die. Do your damn tasks. I got two wires left. That's it. You can tell too how many tasks people have done, because on the bar, if you think about it this way, if everybody did half of their tasks, you'd be at half the bar. So this far in the game, we're less than half the tasks for everybody. And if you look at it even better, I'm about to finish mine. Alright, so he can stay with me if he wants. Enough people are in there. Fuck it. If I finish mine, we won't even be at half. And I will be full. Making big sus. Because obviously, not sus, but like, if you look at like the halfways here on the screen, we won't even be remotely close to where we need to be. Going back to Naruto, so Felial, when you went to bottom panel and reactor, was anybody on it?
Daddy, I think.
Okay.
I literally just saw him in top engine with me, and Fly was up there too, I think.
Yeah, I went to the bottom with Daddy, and then there was like Charybdis and someone else was at the top.
So Kane, where are you right now?
I'm at the top engine. Sonic was with me. We've been doing the round together. And Fly, I believe, was also up there, so he just died.
I didn't see you guys, but
If it's not you, Charybdis, it's Fly.
It's not me. It's
it's
Kane or Felial in my mind. The problem becomes that other people believe similarly.
It's actually probably Charybdis. But I'll go with Fly because we had sus on him before, and your pathing didn't make sense to be at the killings before.
what other killings? I mean, I didn't realize I was
no,
sus from the others.
No, Charybdis, you were, because it was between you and Callum. Because Charybdis was in electrical with me and Sonic. And he turned on the lights right away, and then a kill happened at a different spot.
I don't know, but you just admitted you were together.
Yeah,
I
we
went
were together
south.
the whole game. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
And then I did my top task in upper engine, and then he was dead.
If this is wrong, I blame Sonic for vouching for you multiple rounds.
If only you was right.
All right.
I was rooting for you, Falal. That was close.
Yeah, that was close. I was gonna vote Kane, but Kane brought back a very important piece of information: is that Sonic vouched for her for 2 rounds. So unless Sonic's an idiot, it can't be Kane.
I was literally sat there before he killed me. I'm like, this must be Falal, right? And I just get my head chopped.
I really thought it was Callum.
I was actually debating whether or not to leave Yellow alone just to kill someone else, and then.
Well, the problem is you would have to kill Curtis.
Yeah.
Because Kane and I were together the whole time.
There are 2 game plans. You either kill Charybdis first, or you kill someone first, and then Charybdis will put sus on someone so hard that they get voted out. Then you kill him in the 2nd round, so he can't put sus on you, and then you win.
I also part of my problem is like I felt bad.
That reminds me of a Town of Salem play, actually.
Yeah.
If the sheriff ends up sussing someone else, you go along with it, and then vote them out when they're wrong.
Exactly.
Like if the sheriff's either lying, or like if there's a framer or a transporter, nobody knows, and like if you know it's like not an evil, but like necessarily, like, you know, it isn't a role that you want in the game necessarily. Like, let's just say they like sussed on like I don't know, like I think a pirates come back as sus, I forget, or like a coven, you know, opposite faction. You're like, yeah, we'll go along with this. But then when the results don't make sense or whatever, then you're like, okay, you can't sus me though, so I have to kill you now. I'm cool with going with what you did, whether it was true or not, but I'm not gonna allow. You know, every part of me also said not to go near him. It said run, and despite that, I still went over there.
Well, there's game plan 1, I suppose.
I just came up from the trash chute, and I found it in admin.
Okay. Yellow.
Yeah.
Where you at?
With
I'm not
Kane.
sussing you, by the way. With it. Okay. Yeah.
We're heading to reactor on top.
Yeah. Pink.
I'm with 2 other people heading towards reactor.
Yeah. But where do you come from?
Yeah, where'd you come from?
Storage all the way up through below electrical, and that's when 2 people came out of electrical and joined me to head to the reactor.
Okay, so it's okay. No. So it's either on Andy or Falal.
I passed Falal. I was over near navigation. I passed Falal when he was in O2.
Okay. So it's Andy.
Wait, you said he's over in the.
And then I went down to trash dump for 2nd part, and I went back up during reactor and found the body in admin.
All I'm saying now is it's either got to be Andy or Falal.
50.
I mean, okay, I understand everyone wants to suss me every game. That's fine, but
No. All I'm saying is me and Callum were together for the majority of the time. If Kane and Yellow were together for most of the time, then it's fine. Then there's only 2 people unaccounted for around the area of the body, so it's got to be you 2.
Yeah.
See,
it can't be anyone else.
See, what I think it is, I think it's Pink, because I don't think Andy would actually call reactor. 'Cause that's when...
Andy switches it up all the time.
Yeah, but he why would he ID the body if the reactor was going?
Because he's Andy. He switches it up all the time.
Well, I'm not saying it's Andy. He switches up all the time. It also makes you look less sus.
Well, I want to vote Pink first.
If you want to, yeah. But I'd also.
I'm perfectly fine
say
with
50-50.
people sussing me on this, but it's not me. So
well,
just,
if
like,
it isn't Pink, it's Andy. If I die, remember that.
I also skip this.
Nobody's hit button. We're supposed to 50-50.
It'd be Andy.
Okay,
was just
it's not
dirty.
me. I'm an electrical.
Yeah, I know. I literally
Maybe
walked
he got
through.
cut in half by the
No,
door.
I walked through the doors, and then I saw the body. I was like, oh shit! Tried to report it. The doors closed, so I then couldn't report it. The only person who walked past me is Andy.
Yeah, oh, yes, I went to admin, I did my card swipe, and then I
I'm
went
just
through
gonna
storage
vote Andy.
electrical.
I can't be asked.
Who
What
else
if
was
he's
over
doing
by
this
admin?
crazy good play where he killed him, then went back into the hallway and closed the door on himself to plan for this?
Then
That
he,
could
des-
be
true.
he
Okay,
deserves to
listen.
win, though.
Okay,
He
first
deserves to win if you
two
do
people
that.
have voted for me already, and I understand the sus, but it's at 4. If it's not me,
Yeah,
and if I
look,
get
it could
voted,
have only been 2 people from the first round, right?
okay,
Remember
you're
when they
saying
said
that,
one of
James.
them is gone.
Wild
You're
Andy?
saying that, James, but
I am saying that because it's true.
Yay.
I thank you.
Think you had to kill James, Andy.
Oh shit! Cullen sent me a screenshot of it. I literally just like, it's because look, it's a white body next to almost a white door, and I was like, huh?
That was so freaky looking. I was
Honestly,
like, oh my God.
honestly, Andy, you were so lucky because I didn't see it for like a
I
solid.
have
like,
no
10
idea how
seconds.
no one saw that. You know, the worst part about it is when I actually died, those two were both doing the download.
yeah, they were right there at the body.
Which two?
Kane
The
and
only other
Daddy,
two
yes.
alive, Kane and
They
Daddy.
were- they literally
I killed him like
walked
5
back and
steps
forward,
away from them.
and then they both just went and stood at admin table. I assume they were doing card swipe, but they both just stood there for ages. Like, for fuck's
I
sake.
did it in one swipe. I
I'm
won't
drinking
say that.
energy drinks, so I'm going to progressively get worse.
Not my favorite.
Who was that ran down from the cafeteria? Was that Andy?
And went where? Because I was on camera, so I know I saw somebody come down
Where?
from CAF. Where's the body?
It's on the top of Calf.
Because
Next to weapons.
Felial just went into admin from top.
Yeah, this time I'm going to vouch for Andy and say it's not Andy. He fixed the lights and was nowhere near there.
Alright,
I just came from medbay, went down to admin, and I saw James in medbay, wasn't he?
Yep. Went medbay first,
So-
did samples.
So James pathed from medbay through cafeteria,
No,
storage,
no, no.
and then electrical.
No, I went reactor side.
I didn't see you, but it was. I think it's possible that I went on the cams too late to see you. I know I passed you guys first, and I only know that because otherwise I wouldn't have seen Felial walk down. But I probably just didn't. Either you haven't made it to reactor, or I just didn't see you because I was just getting on cams. I'm not sussing you, James. I'm just saying.
Oh yeah.
Can't vouch you, but I
That
believe
happened,
you.
Like really early on in the first round because it was on download, I think, or trash shoot.
So the
Yeah,
upper
it's
red
red.
guy.
I can vouch that Kane and Daddy were together in admin because I did go into admin and they were both in there, and then I went into storage.
I mean, I'm cool with skipping. I'm just saying that I saw Flau go down, but it is possible it wasn't him. It's possible he really did come from medbay side with James and never went towards the top right of CAF.
That's true.
I just know I saw someone in there besides Sonic.
Look at that. Universal. Universal clear on you, Flau. For now.
Yay.
For now.
It's alright, I'm pink. I'm suspicious.
Yeah, F aim.
Belial.
What?
You literally went that way with him when we were passing you to go into electrical.
I'm just asking when. The only reason why is I can account for Felial for the last, I don't know. I'm going to call it 15 seconds because all I know is that Felial was in a cafeteria. I just saw him and we were all locked in.
Yeah, that's close enough. Right,
Well,
Sonic? Because we
Where's his
were going
body?
to electrical to do wires. It's in the admin. On the download or upload.
Okay.
Upload.
And-
Oh, wires. It's by the wires.
Andy, where'd you come
Oh,
from?
by the wires. Okay.
I came from Reactor and then Medbay. I will say that Felial, Charybdis, and Andy were locked in cafeteria during that segment.
Yourself.
Charybdis was going. Yes, I'm referring to myself in third person because me seems kind of like who's me. Charybdis was leaving Medbay to the left and then doubled back in whenever the doors were closing. Felial was in cafeteria while the doors were closing as well.
Did you come from left side, Andy? I thought I saw you come from bottom.
I came from left side, Medbay.
I'm tempted to believe you because I didn't see where you came from. You just kind of appeared.
Basically, it's someone in the cafeteria that tried to stop them from IDing the body.
And since Kane and Daddy ran up on the body, I'm saying since I'm innocent that it's either Charybdis or Felial. And if you have sus on Felial, I'll go
I
with
saw
that.
Charybdis go to the left, I believe. Around
Well,
that time. of
vote
electrical.
whoever you want, because I've got 2 wires left to do, and I'm done. So.
But I will say I did see Charybdis coming from cafeteria, like up from admin area, like the bottom of caf, towards the left side of cafeteria.
No, see that. Okay, so I want to vote for Felial because he was sus round 1, but now I feel like Andy's trying to change what he saw because that's not what happened.
No. Okay.
You definitely came from bottom,
Going up
Andy.
with James, though,
Okay, now
like,
you're lying,
there's
Charybdis.
storage towards admin though. Like
No, you're trying to get me.
and then he was in
You're
caf.
not. You're straight up.
You're
lying.
I'm voting for Lyle, but I think you're trying to either cover yourself or you're trying to get an innocent voted out, and you're trying to make sure that that you're not
part
part.
to the hallway. Did you? Or did
No,
you
no,
not
that part's
try to leave
true.
cafeteria to
No,
go
no,
home?
that part's true.
Did you or did you not come from the bottom of cafeteria?
A while ago.
Not
Ah!
So
Put my mustache on the line. Kane, were you and Daddy together?
Just now?
No, last
No.
round.
Yep.
Yeah.
I know they were together, Andy.
Okay, you see how hard Charybdis is trying to throw it on me now. He's like,
So-
you started like.
No,
I thought
because you
came
tried to
from the
throw it on
bottom.
me. You
I
literally
thought you came
said,
from the bottom. I came from Medbay.
wait. You literally said last round. Somebody else, which was Daddy, said it's one of the 3 people in CAF, which I'll just believe, sure. And then
No,
you immediately
because
said,
that's false.
yeah, but not me. And that's just supposed to be
that's
evidence in of
false.
itself. And then
There
you
were only
slowly
2
started.
people.
Then you slowly started moving your story so that you came from the wrong side, and that I came from bottom. How do you know where I came from, Andy? You weren't even there.
I was in the hallway of Medbay going to cafeteria. I placed myself in cafeteria because I know I'm innocent. There were only other 2 people there, and I saw you trying to go into the hallway when the doors were
Okay.
closed.
Green.
I'm putting my mustache on the line for this. It's Charybdis.
I know it's not. Here's the thing. I know it's not Sonic or Kane because they've been together the entire game.
I'm voting for Green only because he hasn't complained about people not doing tasks yet.
Tasks are getting done. Tasks are actually getting done. That's why. Look.
Alright.
I mean, it's probably Andy.
I
No,
want
it's me,
my
but that's not the
mustache on
point.
line for that.
Oh. That was a smooth one, the last one. You picked that up Flau real well.
Yeah.
I did. Well, you guys pinned it on Falal. I didn't even say anything about Falal that round. You were just like Falal. I was like, okay.
Give me 1 second.
Dead, right next to where they were headed, and then he was in the cafeteria.
Well, I got stuck because Andy walked in, and I didn't want Andy to be there.
Well, the only reason why I voted for Kravis is because Andy went towards the body, which he could have let someone else ID the body instead of him. So honestly, I think
Andy self-reports, so.
he does, but you know, how can you not get that mustache?
Andy, by the way, I did not see you. Like, I saw you. I think I saw you for a brief moment on the left, but the doors closed, and then suddenly you were below me. It was like really weird. I lost you for a second. And I was like, what?
The lag is kind of jumping weird. I'll be right back as well.
Okay, I see Kane sometimes comes in front of me, so that is it for me though.
James, are you jumping in?
Yeah, I'm trying to. I can't use the chat for some reason in this.
Oh, that's weird.
You're not signed into your account.
I am though. It's weird.
You gotta verify it or whatever.
I'm having the same problem as James. I can't actually use the chat, but I am signed in.
Yeah, I'm signed in, verified.
Chat.
I can use the chat wheel, but
I don't know how you.
Look it up. Google it. Apparently Callum got it. Oh no, that actually, sorry.
1 or 2 more in me. I got Pokemon Snap today, and I really want to play it.
You got
Alright, I'm
Pokemon
wearing
Snap
that
for the
you should be
N64?
wearing with that mustache.
What?
You got Pokemon Snap for the N64?
No, they just came out with a new game for the Switch.
Yeah.
Cruz, I know why you saw me on the bottom. It's because after I went through the medbay, after I went through the doors, cafeteria, and I saw you over there, I went up over the top half.
Hold on,
and
I gotta
Flau
yell
was
at Kane super
following
quick.
me.
It's new Pokemon Snap.
Oh, okay, I'm so sorry.
Pokemon Snap is an entirely different game.
I know, I just played Pokemon Snap a couple weeks ago, and I kicked its ass in like an hour. So,
Yeah, it's actually a rather short game.
I know, it's too short. It's so sad.
Andy, I'm wearing the hat that you should be wearing with your guy.
Getting all the secrets in Pokemon Snap can take a little longer, though.
Yeah, no, it did take a little while.
The hat
and my
and the
daily
stash
got
go
reset
together.
twice. I was so pissed.
You what?
I'm gonna switch hats, but if you want to take that one.
Like, my game restarted itself, like,
Oh.
twice. It freezes and
Big
didn't
rip.
save. Yeah, sad.
I hate how you have to be mean to some of the Pokemon in order to take pictures. You like knock them into shit, throw
You
shit at
can
them.
throw poison balls at them.
Yeah.
So terrible.
You piss some of them off and they get all angry and they change like the map around them and it's like, why would you do this?
Wait,
It's terrible.
can you, does the hat affect your mustache?
Yeah, the hat and the stash go together.
Oh.
Package deal.
By the way, when we lose enough members, I'm still down to switch and play Town of Salem just for anybody who's around still. And if nobody's around for it, then that's okay, and I'll just say fuck you to all of you. Alright, so we're waiting on James still, right?
Yeah.
Andy isn't back yet.
I'm back. I'm running
Oh
around.
shit. Fuck's sake.
Sit here, making us wait, James.
This game is.
James doesn't like Among Us.
No, it's a shitty file system.
Get good.
Try taking the big
Who's
titty
won?
anime
Who's won the
mod out.
most?
We'd have to check our statistics for that, but to be fair.
It's nothing about being fair when you're imposter. Among Us.
This was in cafeteria.
I'm
I
down
ran
by lights
across
panel.
his body as it was getting reported.
Whereabouts in cafeteria? Like,
Left
I
side.
don't know. I just got the report button. All I know is did leave James in there with Charybdis. He was the only other one I saw.
True.
However, I went to admin with Kane and I came back on.
I am all the way down in electrical. I'm like 4 steps away from the panel.
I was the only one that went to weapons.
what?
Did you finish? Did you finish weapons, asteroids, Anti?
I did. I used my Falcon clicker.
All right, fair enough.
What the heck's a Falcon clicker?
It's a reference. It's an inside joke for something that happened to Andy once.
But yeah, I stumbled around cafeteria in the dark, just in case, and it was it's left side-ish below admin table-ish.
Not below admin table.
Okay, well, I'm in the dark.
It's
I'm just
in
based off where
admin?
the report. But
No, I
I'm
think
sorry,
it-
not
In
admin, cafeteria.
Yeah, I was just saying. I think
Left
he missed out.
side-ish,
Below the
below-ish.
He meant button.
Table, button. Yeah.
But yeah, as I said, the only one I saw in there with James when I left was Charybdis. However, that was a few seconds ago, roughly 10.
Enough for me to get all the way to electrical, the long way.
Possibly, but
Enough to get a kill and go to electrical.
I didn't pass you.
I mean, I went left. Didn't pass anybody that I saw. It's dark, but it's a small hallway, so I'm gonna skip because I don't think it's Callum. So
Anyone else got anything?
I got nothing. Although I was heading towards weapons, and so I don't really know.
who voted Andy? You voted Andy. You didn't you, Andy?
No, not this time.
You did.
Andy.
You're not gonna believe me, Kane, but I
just
couldn't
don't-
find where the
okay.
body was. Okay, I saw
Really?
the report button. Okay, we
Okay.
were
Andy,
together.
alright, listen though. I feel it in my gut that it's Carbungus.
I agree.
I just feel it in my gut.
Can't argue with your gut.
Considering Andy was with us most of the time.
I mean, that has never stopped Andy before, but
Sure, but I felt like it was you.
it does suck being a solo imposter against a group of 4 people who just walk together. Makes the game basically unplayable.
I didn't purposely do that.
I almost got done with all my tasks.
Yo, I faked enough tasks to be done, Flyal, so I don't want to hear that shit. Do tasks faster. I faked every task except finishing wires on my task list.
Yeah,
Even being the imposter and taking time to kill people, I still did more tasks than you.
Well, I was avoiding most people because I was afraid of getting killed.
Nail, how'd that work out for you?
Well, I got killed by you near the end, so...
I hate this task. It takes too long. It is ass.
Just found Kane's body by weapons.
You a bastard.
Thank you.
Anytime.
Wait. Why did you call him a bastard?
Because I was half a second away from finishing my download.
Oh, sorry. And
Sad
to
as
the
it
answer,
could be.
answer your question before the game, Callum, I found out how to fix it.
Okay.
I had one more wire in that wire grouping, but
I was about to say the only person that I'd seen previously was Andy, and he's now dead. Apart from at the start of the game, where it was pretty much all of us, obviously.
Well,
anyone
I
want
have
to say where
nothing.
they were?
Upper left, just finished
I
gas.
was in electrical. I turned lights on immediately after the game off. Well, that was actually a lie. There was a bit of a delay because I couldn't actually get to the light panel because I pressed the wrong button.
Fair.
I had my hands on E, S, D, and F because I'm a bit of a tard.
I've done that.
Fair enough. Yeah, I do that all the time. Like when
Fat
playing
finger.
Dota and I'm pressing 1, 2, 3, and 4 instead of Q, W, E.
Done that too. In Dota in particular.
So, Goodness,
Yeah.
any news you'd like to share about this game?
Nope.
Belial?
yeah, I was doing wires right the top of storage, right below admin.
James?
Up in navigation, then went round, dead body.
Fair enough.
I fixed lights, so.
I've just come up through cafeteria, and me and Callum just walked onto the body.
I think it's James.
Excuse me?
What?
I'm voting James.
Okay, would you like to repeat?
Yeah. Oh no, I was a second away from killing Callum, but. Well, I was in the cafeteria.
Oh.
And I did walk in with you. Because I was literally about to snap your neck. So,
The only, so let me ask you a question. Did you vent to go towards storage to walk into cafeteria?
Nope. I killed Falal in there, walked out, sat in cafeteria, saw Callum by the panel.
Wait, did you double back? Like from going to right side?
Yeah.
So you went through weapons, then came back?
No, no. Sorry, I never went right side, I went left side.
I watched you go right side at the beginning of the round.
No, I didn't.
You did. You walked to the right. You might not have committed to the right side, but I saw you walk right because I did
I walked straight towards medbay.
Okay, James. Somebody's clip. Can somebody clip? Any clips here? Watching me go and touch the divert power to weapons. Watching James walk by me and down. James obviously is hopped up on fucking cough medicine.
As a ghost, I was following James from the beginning of the round, and he did follow Falal towards medbay.
What?
You've been out off there.
Get fucked.
Who went right? I'm not crazy, am I?
It was Callum, I believe.
Maybe?
Falal.
Did I?
Falal.
Callum's not even sure. Jesus Christ.
No, Callum did because Falal went with me, and I was like, cool, this is brilliant. Killed him on the med pad, and then went in the cafeteria, and then stood there waiting.
I started off walking with Charybdis.
Honestly, why? If I just closed the fucking doors, I could have killed him.
You couldn't because the lights were out. You'd caught sabotage.
Oh yeah, true. I didn't think of that. Yeah.
I outplayed you by accident. How do you feel?
Happens. I can't win all of my.
For benefit and for we'll probably end up
You
switching
guys gotta win
to
at
Town
some
Salem after we lose another person or two. If you're more up for Town of Salem, anyway.
Spicy.
I
You like-
saw you, Falal. Jumping into the vent.
Yeah, okay, that was bad.
You should have came out and killed me.
Alright, lad, from this I can infer it's Andy.
Yeah, you caught me.
You're probably right.
I was trying to buy my time at bottom O2 since there was already 2 people there.
That's a cute little animation, though, to see someone jump in the vent.
Yeah, I didn't even mean to hit that. I was actually heading
We
towards
did it, lads.
Whoa!
We stalled the game by trying to kill Andy.
What the heck?
Falal followed me to the left.
Yeah.
Get one free.
Okay.
Oh no, who would do this?
How did,
Oh. God damn it, Andy. I said you
Yeah.
should get help.
I think it might have been Charybdis.
I think Andy took the easy way out.
Andy took the combustion route.
But there's a big sign that says don't stick your hand in that thing.
Or any other appendages.
Well, it depends what you like.
Oh yeah, it's
mean,
a bit far to be honest.
Have you seen that 911 call about the guy who did it with a Hoover? And it's one of the old style ones, so it's got like a blades in the inside, and it was like
oh my god.
yeah, and oh god, and he tried to pretend like it didn't happen, but the EMTs walked in and they're like, there's just blood everywhere, and they open up the closet and then there's bits of flesh inside it, and they're like, oh my god, man.
At that point, why would you even pretend it didn't happen? I mean, you're.
I mean, it's pretty embarrassing.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, I'd rather my dick be repaired in whatever way possible.
Play it off.
Luckily, he did actually get it
he
mostly
did try to
repaired.
play it off, and he failed.
When you try and play it off more,
Basically.
you don't. No matter what happens, you do not admit it.
So basically, what you've learned there is use the hose attachment.
Oh well.
Is
yeah.
this a lesson you
or
learned?
use your hand or a flashlight or anything that's not.
Don't
The
use
lesson
the
here,
blade
children,
to,
is sticking your privates in anything, including another human being, as dangerous as it is. Choosing an inanimate object, especially one that has any sort of motorized component, is a big no-no.
one that has a
That's why I said
literal blade
flashlight.
spinning around.
And
Yeah.
adding motorized component and spinning blades is a
I'm
no-no
sure-
multiplier.
I'm pretty sure he did not realize they had spinning blades.
You never know. Okay, first of all, that should not have happened like that.
Yeah,
I
that's kind
clearly-
of funny.
I could clearly see the body.
Yeah.
Huh?
The information I'm gonna give is that while I was on cams, I saw James coming out of medbay, and Charybdis was hanging out near Insecurity Crossroads.
I was creeping you.
So Charybdis is the closest one by James's body after I went south and the doors locked.
You came out of reactor, didn't you?
Where'd you get locked, Andy?
I got locked in bottom engine because I had to align bottom engine as second task, and then whenever I finished that, I went back up to see if you or James had killed each other.
Well, we didn't.
Well, one of you is dead.
Yeah, but we didn't kill
And
each
it was
other.
Fucking one of yous.
No, it
He's got a
wasn't.
point. He's got a point. They didn't kill each other. Just one killed the other one.
I know Fly was in the area, but I don't know where he went.
I am in electrical, at the top of electrical, doing the wire. I did the first part of the wire, and then someone called the.
Because when I went up, Andy, I passed James, but I also passed Fly. I don't remember where I passed Fly. It's somewhere near the upper,
I
to
don't
the right of
remember
Medbay.
seeing anyone.
Felial, what way did you come from?
I came from the, let's see, bottom of storage area.
Okay. And Charybdis, what way did you head?
Right. From the Medbay hallway, which is what we were talking about. I went right, and then I went. Right? Yeah, I went right again. I went to weapons.
When I left security, you were running into the reactor room when I went down.
Yeah, that's way long ago. I went up from there, right through the hallway, into cafeteria. Like, that's
long
way
ago
after that.
isn't long enough for the doors to lock and open back up. Like, that long.
Right, that's what I'm talking about, yes.
So Andy, you were locked in bottom engine, right?
I got locked in bottom engine, yes.
Okay, I was locked in the hallway outside of that.
I saw your thing.
Yo, big rip. Fly was there too, you jerks. It's okay, I killed James first, it was worth it.
Was Felial there?
Yeah, oh yeah.
James's fat ass was like on the door, but we couldn't
We
click
could
it.
see it, but he just couldn't report it. I thought Andy was like lining me up to murder me.
I just had to kill James first, it was very important for me. I'm getting back at him for every time he killed me first. I've been doing it a couple times now.
That's fair, that's fair.
I almost got away with it too. Andy, I sniped you with that door on bottom engine, by the way.
You did. I know you did. It was
I was way far away, and I was just like, and now. I tried my best anyway.
Alright, where's the ferry?
Nah, I don't know. He doesn't really want to play, so he's just gonna log in and then tease us. Be like, I never promised to come, guys. Sounds like him, doesn't it?
Comes.
Thank you, James, by the way, for the blurb. It didn't come in until just recently. The notification, I mean.
Yeah, so what am I typing in here?
You're gonna have to scan up, or someone will have to retype you that code.
I can type it in.
Do it. You won't. No balls. Alright, he did it.
Well, good, considering it literally wasn't there.
It's up. It's right.
Are you jumping in with us, Fury?
It's right before
I'm-
Doreen, basically.
I'm going to attempt to and see how much I hate it, because I do.
We could change maps if you guys want. We've been playing Skeld forever.
I still wish you could change the map inside the lobby.
Yeah, it seems kind of dumb that you can't.
A lazy thing.
We'll play Scale one more time to see if Furry hates it or not.
I mean, I already know I do.
Who's gonna end up switching over to Town Salem if we switch to Town Salem? Kane's playing the new Pokemon Snap, so I know she's probably not coming.
I can't play it, but I can watch one of y'all play it.
God damn it, Kane.
You can play Fallout because I give you a friend code for 5 free games.
Oh. Actually, I think Andy bought it for me.
I can't remember.
Sugar Daddy Andy.
Mm.
Okay, that was embarrassing. That's probably the most times I failed that in a row. So I hope you didn't watch me on that task, Callum, because that was embarrassing and I don't want to talk about it.
So, I can confirm 2 people are absolute twats. This is Charybdis and James because they were both in electrical when the lights went off, and then they both.
I was stuck in a task that I couldn't fucking do. I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah, I just ran off.
Yo, anybody want to talk about Game of Thrones real quick, by the way?
Sorry?
Anybody want to talk about Game of Thrones real quick?
No.
The
No?
part where Snape kills the dragon?
Are you talking about the new one coming out?
Oh, I
No,
really like it.
no.
I really like it when Kylo Ren hits the Citadel. It's kind of cool.
Game of Thrones 2 Dragonfire Boogaloo.
Doing Aslan.
Alright, I retract all.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah,
That Aslan
Wait,
bit
wait.
is the best
Are you
Callum.
talking about the episode where, like, the chick gets naked?
That's all of them, Andy.
That was the joke.
Yeah, that's all.
Talking about the one where.
Actually, my least favorite part of Game of Thrones is the over-sexualized episodes. It very much annoyed me.
Where was the body at?
What sucks about it is they always show naked girls, but then when you see a naked dude, it's an old 80-year-old man, and you're like, nobody wants to see this.
There was a couple.
Well,
You mean
excuse
the
me
girls
for
or-
assuming that, Kane.
Yeah, man. There's not enough water bottles in that series.
That's a lot of assumptions you're making there, Kane.
How many wasn't there only one water bottle, or was
Kane,
it
have
2?
you been,
There was like
have you-
2 or 3 of them in
Starbucks
in a
hosted
couple
any of these games
episodes.
Anyway,
I
lads,
have not been
where was the
involved
body
for
at?
once. What kind of bullshit
Exactly.
is
It was just unfortunate. I wasn't invited onto the
It's a
show to be
sexist
naked.
game.
I know. I hate
James is
things.
lemon party extraordinaire.
Oh yeah, Kane, is that disappointing for you?
Yeah, well, I didn't really want to be imposter with only one imposter anyway, so I guess.
Oh, I meant James saying that it's sad he wasn't invited to be a naked actor for Game of Thrones.
Oh, I had missed that. Me and Fly were talking. So.
Oh, I'm okay now.
Oh, I'm disappointed.
Oh dear.
What?
So how did Handy get sussed?
No one knows.
It just happens that way.
If in doubt.
This wasn't even if in doubt, maybe.
There was not even a single discussion about who.
I just
It
thought
was
it
Andy?
was a joke.
It was
Yeah.
me.
Don't repeat that shit. You're gonna say it, and it was gonna be the "it was me" shit. I thought Kate admitted it was her. I thought.
No.
No, I never said it was me.
I was too busy with James talking about himself as a naked actor. I guess I was really distracted.
Out of
Thinking about James Slingslong, and I'm just gone.
out of boredom, people just voted me just automatically.
He just got thumbed.
Just happened to be right.
I was going to complain about Game of Thrones. Spoiler alert for the main series. I'm not talking about any extended material of any sort. Just, it's been out for a while now. It's actually earlier in the series too, so like you don't have to have finished it. My biggest regret is in season 1, and it's that Jaime Lannister never gets the chance to fight Ned Stark. Really, they are fighting for like a few minutes, and then some guard just comes in and just cuts Ned Stark's leg and ruins the whole fight. And I know it's part of the reason why they did it is probably more because the lore behind everything is supposed to paint Ned Stark originally as this, you know, legendary warrior who killed a famous legendary warrior. And you know, this is more of a spoiler for nearer to the end, but circumstances aren't as they seem is the point. So maybe they wanted to bait the lead by making it seem like, oh, we don't get to see it. You know, I'm sure Ned would have won and all this stuff. But I'm still sad because no matter who would have won, I don't even care. It would have been a great fight to see anyway. I'm also disappointed in how they portray a couple of the characters. They changed them from the books a little bit. You know, an example is like, I'm trying to think of an example. Barristan Selmy, who is a Kingsguard. He's the leader of the Kingsguards. Before he's no longer a leader of the Kingsguard. In the book, if I remember correctly, I didn't read, but I'm familiar with, you know, people like to, you know, obviously talk about like events and stuff that happened or didn't happen. James is acting real sus. Alright, James and Andy both came up from the top of cafeteria, and I'm real sketched out now.
Okay.
You just left admin.
In my defense, just before the round started, I needed to click the clip button, and I'm just making a clip where you go, I was thinking about James's sling slong, and now I'm gone.
Alright, solid.
Oh, what did I miss in that conversation? What did James say he was gonna do?
Krivdis is
I don't know, but something
distracted by
about
my clock.
James's sling slong is being mentioned, and I'm concerned.
Same.
So anyway, body.
I mean, I'm just gonna
No
vote.
one knows.
Honestly, guys,
I know.
I'm just gonna
Just
vote
got
Andy.
spooked by two smooth
I'm simply
characters.
asking.
I'm just voting Andy.
Okay.
Where does anybody know where the body is?
No, because
Last I
Krivdis
saw
hit
him was
button
in
as he
admin.
got spooked.
Doesn't, because I know it's probably in storage or near electrical because he just left admin going down.
I'm voting Andy.
Falile
voting
and
anyone.
James both passed me in navigation hallway.
Mhm.
I'm gonna say James. I saw James at top download in cafeteria. I was scanning the top to see if anybody died at download or at top wires on the left.
Well, considering I don't know where the
So,
body is,
hello?
I know that Helmet and I kept going in and out of.
I mean, this also goes back to the fact that Andy and Furry were walking together at the beginning of the game. I saw them both hand in hand, so.
You mean at the very start when you had to choose a direction?
But I saw Inferi alone.
No, you guys came
I
from
saw
admin
him
hallway
in
up
navigation,
into the
and
right.
I saw him again in admin.
I don't remember
By
that.
himself.
It's
I wasn't
Andy.
paying
Yeah,
attention to
he
that.
left admin as I went in and he went down towards storage.
Falile,
Wait, what'd you say?
if you've ever felt anything in your life, it should be contempt for Andy for killing Furry.
You know, hey,
I'd
that
like to
inspired
kill
me.
Andy.
I'm gonna do you guys a solid and prove it's not me.
Andy has killed himself. This man is a true trooper.
Alright, now I'm worried it really isn't Andy, by the way.
We salute you, Andy.
It was. I actually did believe it was Andy, but I think I'm
Someone
wrong.
else were just together. I don't think it was Andy. Ugh.
Excuse me, that was really gross. Mother. Should always check the other one. Kane was back from this area, but unlikely to be her regardless. Alright, it's Kane and Felial. Saw them both, I think. I don't have a button, I forgot.
Now, I don't know if I'm the only
one.
one.
Record this for a while.
I don't know
ahead.
if I'm the only one who saw this, but this man named Felial was moonwalking for the entirety of this
He
round.
was, and then you know what I saw on the cameras? He was also moonwalking into the vents.
Well, I also know that Kane and Big James were walking together.
Yes.
So that leaves a single man.
I was trying to warn you guys, and my dancing was saying, "Hey, I just saw Felial jump into the vent."
Oh, I thought it was just a slight shuffle.
Fair enough.
No.
Like a poor attempt at the
okay,
chance
yeah, I saw
outside.
you moonwalking, Felial. How did you do that?
I don't have no idea what you mean moonwalking.
You were moonwalking
Just a glitch.
into admin.
Good enough for me, because I saw these two walking together. They both came out.
Alright, you guys should have seen my death though, because Felial left, then moonwalked back into admin and killed me, and then moonwalked away. It was like the smoothest kill.
I wish I could see that. That'd be
I
awesome.
would like a clip of it, please.
He smooth criminaled his way in, and then smooth criminaled his way out.
You should clip that. That'd be awesome.
You clip it.
Well, hold
Oh,
on.
you.
No, you.
Oh, you.
No, you.
I've got a great shot of it on my screen.
I don't know how to clip.
I almost followed him into admin too. Like, how is he doing that? But then I was like, no, I'll go look at cameras.
I'm not really sure how to clip. So.
I just tried to shit Kane up by like running into her, but it had no effect.
Andy has not yet joined the lobby.
Stone Cold Killer.
As you do.
Andy clipping it?
No.
I don't know how to clip anything.
It'll probably be too late now. You have to wait for the.
Oh well. The only way I know how to clip stuff is when you go on the dashboard.
There's a body in here, Belial.
What?
There's a body in there.
Where?
We were in storage, and there was a body to the right.
I know I'm in
just saw
storage,
Andy
but
and Charybdis come up. I came down from cafeteria.
I'm filling up gas, so I didn't see a body.
It's Andy and Charybdis both came from that way.
Yeah, they both went north up towards the med bay when I passed them.
I was an admin with James. I'm pretty sure we both saw that there was someone stationary in storage. He went down into storage. I went up towards medbay and passed you and Felial. So whoever was hanging out in storage must have been the person that killed James.
Who was filling up gas?
Me.
Felial.
When was this?
We literally just walked into storage and the doors closed on us.
What way did you come in from?
The cafeteria.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't party you.
Here's my question: where is the body exactly?
It's to the right, like that hallway towards.
Would Felial have seen it coming down from Caf and going to gas?
No, because I went around him, and I went to go check the other door, and the body was like all the way to the right.
All I know is I've done all my tasks.
Until I went to the right.
I did see White running into lower engine from the electrical side when I was coming down that way.
I came out of electrical and I ran past him further in lower engine.
I'm done with all my tasks, so I got nothing else to do.
So why don't you be detective then and get some?
What do you mean how? I did tasks.
He does them really fast.
No, I do them at a normal speed. You all do them slow.
No, I do them at the pace that
I mean,
can.
I just don't do them because that's the one thing I hate about this game.
Last time I did my task in a timely fashion, I got voted out.
That's true. You're not wrong, Callum. I'll give you the pass.
Well, I'll admit I'm slow. I do them in a ADD fashion.
I actually take longer because I like the bar to be green all the way down from top to bottom, so I can run around a lot more.
Callum, where'd you go?
Okay, I'm very confused about things that are happening right now, so I think I have to stop talking.
Hang on, I can follow
You never started.
So here's what I saw. I just want to note this. I was with Callum the entire game up until I ran up to medbay. He did follow me, so he was close behind me. I saw someone in there on admin table. Never found them. Whatever. Me and Callum were together again until O2 call. Me, Andy. What was it? Me. Who was with us, Andy?
Me, you, Andy, Kane.
Kane. Okay, there's 4 of us.
That was it.
I went up by myself. I walked all the way to top O2.
I went in with Kane.
And Falile showed up successfully, right? Falile, you were right behind me?
Yep.
Good for you. Now, here's my problem. Callum didn't go to top O2. If he did, he would have been right behind us. Then when I go to bottom O2, I see him sneak off in the top of cafeteria, even though bottom O2 is about to go off. So I ask you, Andy, where were you?
I ran, whenever we were all going from security down the bottom hallway, I went straight across storage to top O2 because I figured everyone else is going the other way. I'm gonna go straight across.
Okay,
we
it's
all
Callum.
met up at top.
I believe you, Andy. It's Callum. I believe that you did that because me and Falile did it so fast and ditched so quick, we wouldn't have seen you, and it explains your presence. Callum couldn't possibly have an excuse for being in cafeteria at the top. There's nothing.
Yes, I can.
Well, we already voted, so even if you did, it doesn't matter. It is you, though, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah.
Want to note that Callum also somehow killed me in the meeting?
I'd like to point out.
And before I showed up to the table, everybody looks at like the information, and Callum's currently stabbing him in the back.
So, no, I'd like to point out. I figured out it was Callum, and then he killed me.
I was trying to figure
Because
out
I saw
why
on the
was
table
very,
he just
grayed
was
out when we
venting
were-
everywhere.
I posted in Discord.
I was
a
trying to
clip
kill
of
Charybdis
the
and
moonwalk
Inferi
kill.
just happened to get in the way.
Oh, you got the moonwalk kill? Yeah, here it comes. He even did like a little. It's just so.
He danced around the table and everything.
Yeah.
That new Pokemon Snap actually looks kind of cool.
I might think about getting it.
Awesome.
We'll put it on my list because I could get it. It's for what consoles is it for? Switch.
I've no idea. I was just watching a streamer do it.
I need to save that somehow. Is there a way to? I guess there's no way to tag people.
Well, you can pull up the clip from my Twitch.
Oh, so then I think it's a Nintendo Switch.
Yeah, I thought so. I have Switch, so it's all good. The Switch is actually in my eyesight. I can see it right now. I can see it right now. What'd you say, Frank?
Charybdis is a Switch.
Of course you have a Switch.
You have a Switch too.
Oh, that was.
Yeah, I do.
You heard a little. That was the sound of me screenshotting that through Steam.
I have medbay scan.
Okay.
Good for you. No one can
Where,
prove it,
where,
though, can
no. Where was everyone? Sorry.
Electrical.
Cameras.
I just left navigation.
Yep.
Where was the body
Do
at?
you guys care where the body is? So it's right at the table. So I think he was AFK.
Sounds like Andy.
Okay. A few issues. I was on admin table. So some of you telling a little bit of fibs. Now, do you want to give yourselves up?
I
Or...
was just in admin and I saw you.
Yeah, I know who's telling the truth. I know he's lying as well.
Okay.
So,
And do you want to just actually say it? rather
Inferi.
than-
fess up, that is.
I'm sitting on cameras. I'm actually not lying.
I'm 99% sure
I'll
there wasn't anyone in cameras.
I will save you time and vote myself out, even though you're wrong.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited to vote in Furry out solely to prove James wrong. So that is why I'm voting in Furry.
Really?
So, James.
I swear there was no one on camera.
He was on
See,
cameras.
here's the thing, James. Yes, I'm imposter. Yes, I was on cameras.
Then
Then who was phone, James?
I got out by you being a gigantic bag of dicks.
He was definitely on cameras.
Yo, this is just like Town of Salem and Furry. Let's just randomly hang this guy. Their claim was completely reasonable, but let's hang him anyway.
Wait,
Oh, look! It was the evil.
1 second.
I
Then
tapped back in to see Furry just kind of like inching up to me. I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
stab.
Wait, so then who walked into?
Where?
I'm done.
Who walked
'Cause
into
on
where?
the table, it looked like someone walked from Cath into weapons.
James is absolutely blitzed right now, obviously.
I went completely into security, dude.
My
James is
brain hurts.
flummoxed by his
My
own
brain
eyes.
hurts.
All-round disaster, really.
You know what? Andy Keene, Callum, Andy Keene, Callum, Andy Keene, Callum, Andy Keene, Callum. I can clear Andy, Kane, and Callum, and I think it wasn't James, it's Falio.
I just walked up to it after doing the download.
James came from left side, Andy, Kane, Callum, and myself were all on admin, so I say vote Falio, and then James if it's wrong.
Wait, James came from left side. At the start of the round, I saw him go towards weapons.
Just one or the other. It doesn't matter, Andy, because Falio admitted to being weapons, so just Falio and James, it's easy. Easy and Furry, because I was gonna stop anyway.
That was a very fast.
We don't care.
But it was me.
Was it now? Oh.
Oh, it wasn't him. Okay.
Alright, James then.
Well,
Yeah.
well.
Wait a minute, I'm the one who did that one.
If it wasn't Charybdis.
It
Shut
must have
up.
been Andy.
I worried that I just got the click glitch and accidentally voted for Andy for a second, but I didn't. We're good.
I did for a second
My
as well.
brain is still gone from last round. I just can't comprehend what happened.
Neither could Furry, man. Neither could Furry.
He was definitely on security.
I feel sorry for Inferi.
We were looking at the same screen.
That's fine.
It's just like you, or y'all seeing me moonwalk, and that's not what I see. So.
Yeah, it's a
Oh, did you get that clip?
server glitch.
Moonwalked in,
Yeah.
shanked a man, and moonwalked
That's
out.
awesome. Of course, I didn't see. Is that the only time that y'all saw me? It was like in the
Yeah.
admin.
No, they saw
I
you
mean,
guys the round
no,
too.
like the whole round, you was like that.
Oh.
Yeah, it's just running backwards.
Kane?
I actually have to go.
Ah!
Swear to God.
How you do your thing?
Pokemon
Okay,
snap.
well, we should play Among Us more, and I can play more.
Nope.
That was hilarious. You know what? I almost followed him in there too because I couldn't believe he was moonwalking.
That would have been funny. I wouldn't have
Yeah.
vented if you did, though.
Alright.
I would have saw you.
Hey, James coming with the big bit hit. Thanks for 900 bits, James.
Oh
I
wow.
have bits left over.
Big bit energy.
I know, big bit energy coming in from James.
It's because he's
Can you guys tell me what a bit is before I go?
It's how you
Bit.
donate money directly and via Twitch's protections. It costs a little bit more, but unlike regular money, which can be like refunded potentially and has no actual in-game effect as an in-stream effect, bits can be used for all kinds of fun things on the stream.
Which is digital currency.
More or
Yeah,
less.
it costs
Yes.
like $1.40 to get 100 bits, and person gets like it's like a penny per bit.
Penny per bit. So James just did 900 bits, which is $9 for me.
Oh, sweet.
James has donated what equates to me almost $280.
You're like a medium class stripper.
Alright.
We keep telling him he needs a whiteboard.
I can't even see who leaves anymore because the thingy. Alright, you guys want to switch over to Town of Salem? We're losing member people fast.
Check to see if you have Town of Salem.
Real quick, I'm just going to stop the stream first. Guys, those of you on YouTube, appreciate you guys watching. I'll see you next time. Those of you on Twitch, it'll take us like 3 minutes to switch over, roughly. So, I'll be right back.